Welcome to this unidentified channel. Have you seen what's been going on for the past, 24 hours or so? Have you seen the motions that have been filed? Mark Means and John Pryor have filed motions. They filed a motion to disqualify the prosecuting attorney, who is Rob Wood, and they filed a motion to extend the time on the motion to dismiss. That's the motion to dismiss all the charges for the Daybells, Chad and Lori. Well, this is coming from Mark Means. So this was filed or brought to the attention of the public last night. It was almost midnight-ish. Justin Lum posted it on his Facebook with the documents, the court documents. And then later this afternoon, Justin Lum posted that John Pryor filed the same motions. The motion to disqualify the prosecuting attorney, Rob Wood, and a motion to extend the motion to dismiss. Extend time on the motion to dismiss. I guess since they have found this new evidence on Rob Wood, they need more time to get ready for the motion to dismiss, because now they're putting all their effort and time into the disqualification of Rob Wood. I printed out all of the documents and kind of compared one to the other. So first, almost word for word, Mark Means' motion reads just like John Pryor's, or John Pryor's reads just like Mark Means. Mark Means filed his first, so let's just go through it and see exactly what it says. So here is what the document says that Mark Means filed. It is a motion to disqualify the prosecuting attorney and a motion to extend time on motion to dismiss. Comes now the above-named defendant, Mrs. Lori Noreen Vallow, Daybell in parentheses, by and through her attorney of record, Mr. Mark L. Means of Means Law Office, PLLC, and move this honorable court for an order disqualifying and removing the special counsel, Mr. Robert Wood, from this criminal case, and that he be directed that he is not to take any further action regarding any matter as it pertains to this case. The court has and is granted the inherent authority to remove the prosecutor on many grounds. Counsel for said defendant moves this court for this order as Mr. Wood has committed prosecutorial misconduct. This misconduct further supports defendant's motion to extend time to dismiss to allow the defense to amend its motion and present the newly acquired additional evidence that was not included in any of the state's discovery responses, including but limited to the most recent discovery responses provided the defense. Grounds of motion. Said motion is based upon a recently received audio recording between Mr. Robert Wood and the material witness, Summer Shiflett, biological sister of said defendant, that occurred in October 2020. So apparently Rob Wood met with Summer Shiflett sometime in October and had a discussion, and that discussion was recorded. What the recording says, we don't know. But the motion goes on to say, the recording clearly illustrates Mr. Wood's attempt to coerce, unduly influence, coach, and or intimidate said material witness to this case. In addition, an audio recording of Mr. Wood interviewing another material witness, Zulema Pastenes, also at or around the same time, October 2020, discussing matters that support the state's position of the case, etc. Defense asserts the following. Number 1. The prosecutor misconduct violated the due process rights to the defendant's Idaho and U.S. constitutional rights to a fair and impartial trial. The prosecutor engaged in coercive, unduly influence, coaching, and intimidating tactics to manipulate a material witness in this case. The prosecutor in this case violated the Idaho Rules of Professional Conduct as well as the ABA rules by his actions, statements, and the like detailed on said audio tape. Number 3. I don't know if I said number 2, but it started with the prosecutor. Number 3, the prosecutor's misconduct could be construed under the witness tampering and witness intimidation statutes as criminal acts. The prosecutor's misconduct has made him a material and necessary witness in this criminal case. Rob Wood to be a criminal witness, necessary criminal witness. Further, the defense to file additional motions as to it relates to this evidence and intends to subpoena the prosecutor as a witness to support these motions, future motions, and at the trial itself. The prosecutor's misconduct has caused the potential for future civil directed at or involving Fremont County, Madison County, as well as the prosecutor and any and other entities involved or associated with this misconduct. Number 6. I think I quit telling you guys the numbers, sorry. The prosecutor's misconduct has included concealing evidence in violation of Brady and the Rule 16 of the Idaho Rules of Criminal Procedure. And in this document, there's a little 1 after procedure. So down at the bottom, you can see what number 1 stands for. So we'll go ahead and go over what 1 stands for since it's for that statement. It says, please note that this list is not exhaustive and any and all grounds relevant to this motion are reserved. It goes on to say, defendant through her counsel moves this court for an order disqualifying Robert Wood as prosecutor in this matter and that he be directed that he is to take no further action in this case in any manner. That Mr. Wood be directed that he is to appear as a witness in the hearing set for this motion. That the court grant as sanction all fees and costs in having to present this motion. That defense shall seek additional remedies which shall be detailed during this hearing on this motion, if appropriate. That the defense be permitted to submit this audio recording as evidence in this hearing to support this motion. Defendant respectfully requests that the hearing be conducted in person, not by Zoom, but in person, and that the proceeding be recorded, unsealed, and a transcript of such proceeding be ordered. This is dated the 15th of December. It was filed on the 15th of December. Today, on the 16th of December, John Pryor's motion was filed. It is also dated December the 15th. There are very few things that are different between his motion and Mark Means' motion, but one of the things that I saw that was different is when Mark Means talks about what Rob Wood did, he says, this is what he did. And when John Pryor talks about what Rob Wood did, he says, alleged. So I did see that. Also, very few words differ with the exception of his and her. It's her attorney or his attorney. Mark Means put a little bit more in his motion than John Pryor did, and I did read that to you, so you got that part. So pretty soon after Justin Lum posted about John Pryor filing his motion, Rob Wood comes out to set us all straight. So Rob Wood has filed some paperwork of his own. Let me get that. The first court document I saw from Rob Wood was the motion for judicial protective order. So this is what the order says. The state of Idaho, by and through the Madison County Prosecutor's Office, serving as a special prosecutor in Fremont County in the above captioned case, hereby moves this court for a judicial protective order prohibiting the parties, witnesses, potential witnesses, victims, victim/witness coordinators, law enforcement officers, and court personnel from the following. Number 1, providing any exhibits referenced in the defendant's motion to disqualify the special prosecutor, or any exhibits any party intends to admit in a hearing on that matter, to any reporters, the media, or from publishing said exhibits on social media. Number 2, making any comments regarding the above captioned case on social media, including but not limited to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Number 3, providing any correspondence or communication between or among the parties to the media, or publishing said correspondence or communications on social media. This motion is based on the following. This is a high-profile case that has received a large amount of media coverage. The defense has filed a motion to change venue, and any comments by any of the parties to this case only serve to heighten media attention, and or participating in any of the acts listed above creates more media attention and will create difficulty in picking a jury on this matter. That's Rob Wood's motion for judicial protective order. The second document I found from Rob Wood, posted by Justin Lum, is a sworn affidavit by Rob Wood. He wants to set the record straight on what is happening with the motion to dismiss the prosecution. So, here is what it says. Affidavit of Rob Wood in support of objection to defendant's motion to disqualify prosecuting attorney and motion to extend time on motion to dismiss. It's got all the stuff at the top, addresses and stuff, and it goes on to say, State of Idaho, County of Madison. I, Rob Wood, being first duly sworn, depose and say, I am over the age of 21 years, competent to testify, and I have personal knowledge as to the matters stated herein. I make this affidavit of my own knowledge. I am the duly elected prosecuting attorney for Madison County, Idaho, serving as a special prosecutor in Fremont County in the above captioned cases. At no time did I coerce, unduly influence, coach, and or intimidate any witness or instruct a witness how to respond to any questions by law enforcement. At all times during the recordings referenced by the defense in their motion to disqualify prosecuting attorney and motion to extend time on motion to dismiss, Summer Shiflett and Zulema Pastines were represented and accompanied by their Arizona attorney, Garrett Smith. I have never met with Miss Shiflett or Miss Pastines outside the company of their attorney. The meeting with Miss Shiflett took place on or about October 1st, 2020, and the meeting with Zulema took place on or about October 2nd, 2020. Both meetings took place at the Chandler, Arizona Police Department. The meetings I attended with Mr. Smith, Miss Shiflett, and Zulema came about as a result of Zulema reaching out to my office and law enforcement through her attorney, Mr. Smith. The meetings I attended with Mr. Smith, Miss Shiflett, and Zulema were introductory in nature and not investigative. Said meetings took place before investigative meetings with law enforcement. I did not sit in on the meetings with law enforcement. At no time did Mr. Smith make any objection to statements made by me, and after the introductory meetings, Mr. Smith accompanied his clients to interviews with law enforcement in which they actively participated of their own free will. At no time during or after our meeting did Mr. Smith raise an objection or concern that I had coerced, unduly influenced, coached, intimidated, or instructed a witness how to respond to any questions. Not only did Mr. Smith not object to anything said during the initial meetings with Miss Shiflett and Zulema, Mr. Smith and Zulema then met with law enforcement a second time a few weeks after the first meeting. I did not record the meeting with Mr. Smith, Miss Shiflett, or Zulema. The recordings provided by the defense were recorded without my knowledge or consent and do not include the entirety of the conversations among me, Mr. Smith, Miss Shiflett, and Zulema, and as such appear at some level to be incomplete and or possibly edited. I believe that Mr. Smith recorded these conversations due to the fact that part of the recording with Zulema appears to have taken place outside of Zulema's presence. I do not know if Miss Shiflett and Zulema consented to the recordings or to any disclosure to any third parties. What do you think about this? Do you think Rob Wood will be disqualified as the prosecuting attorney? Do you think Mark Means and John Pryor are just trying to distract from Lori and Chad and what they did? What do you think's going to happen with this? Rob Wood wants a hearing on this as soon as possible. He does believe, from what Justin Lum said, that the recording was made by Garrett Smith. Are they going to prove that it was edited? Why would they give it to the defense and not the prosecutor? Why would Zulema reach out and record something that maybe gets Rob Wood thrown out? Are they still on Lori's side even though we know what we know, the kids are dead? Do you think that Summer Shiflett and Zulema still back Lori? What is going to happen here? Are we going to have a hearing on January the 6th about this motion to dismiss? I'm not sure what's going to happen. It is the middle of the week right now. I don't know how fast judges respond to these types of things, but Rob Wood has requested it be quickly. And Mark Means and John Pryor have requested that it be in person. That kind of hearing. I don't know if Chad and Lori have to be there or not. Do you? Would they have to be there? I don't know. And how fast do you think this is going to happen? Next court date we have is January the 6th. Are we going to get to court before then? Are we going to get to court after then? Are they going to push the motion to dismiss out? We don't know, but tell me what you think. If you haven't already, tell me where you're watching from. I'm sitting here in Middle Tennessee, and it is very cold tonight. You guys know how YouTube works, so if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to be a part of this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to tell me where you're watching from. I'm gonna get a map and put pins where all of you guys are watching from. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Stay warm, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. Zulema pastemis. My chair keeps swiveling. I think I quit numbering them. Hold on, let's get it here. All right, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Zulema pastens. All right, let's do this. Their attorney. Whoops. The meeting. Do you believe that Rob Wood knows? Do you believe that prosecutorial misconduct? All right, let's see if we can do it like this.